Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel. I feel like I'm a reformed man. In the previous episode, I went through a lot of trials and tribulations, and I feel like I've recovered as a person. Today, we begin a field exam with my great friends. They all know how to communicate with each other and never cause problems. And every character who appears in this game is the epitome of good writing and making things that may become cliches in the future, but are definitely not anime cliches here. I'm excited for what I will experience and the positivity it will all bring. Let us begin. I should buy things first. Yeah, seriously though, I have a good feeling about this one. I granted, I didn't like any of the shit we did already. Like before, I didn't like any of it. Thought it was all bad. That said, wait, I didn't think it was all bad. This is me on autopilot. Sometimes I say statements that are crazy. I didn't think it was all bad. In fact, I think some of the segments we did were really exciting and cool. Like Reen getting white hair and getting red eyes and becoming going sicko mode. And just the switch up and some interesting character interactions. And we got to do duo fights for the practical exam thing. I thought all that was neat. But we met our we met our sister, and unfortunately she was written for an anime that you would drop before the 5th episode, which unfortunate that had to happen. But she isn't in our school, so there's that. Though she could join at any time. People are gonna be like, wait till you play the sequel. She's in like every scene and she wants to fuck you, and I'm like, oh no. You know what sucks? I'm gonna say that joke I just made was made with no knowledge of the series. If I'm right, I won't say it. I was gonna say if I'm right, I'll just stop playing the series, but I can't do that because I might be right. Who knows? Who knows? This is equal to us. Anybody got anything that's like new? No, everybody's pretty current. Okay, cool. I was worried about keeping us up to date, but we don't need to do that. There are concerns. There are concerns when you're playing a game that tries to be up with the more current anime, you know. This has some harem tendencies in it. It's got some fucking high school shit. It's got what seems to be a bit of a clingy sister. It is like a teetering, it's like you flip the coin and it lands, but it lands on its side and it's spinning. And you're like, oh fuck. If it lands on the other side, we're sister fucking. And we don't want that. We don't. And do you know what's making it closer and closer to landing there? We're adopted. That makes it real. Oh no. Oh no. Question, audience, you can tell me in the comments. Is there a sect of the internet that gets really mad and screams about incest in regards to Trails in the Sky because Estelle and Joshua are kind of a couple? I don't know why I asked you. That absolutely has to be a thing that happens. Don't even know why I asked. You don't even need to answer. I know the answer's yes. By the way, my thoughts are no, it's not. I've been there a few times before, but it's still pretty unfamiliar territory. Been twice before on family business. Same here. I know where Elisa's academy is, but that's about... Oh my god. I blacked out. I blacked out at some point. Is our sister's school in the area we're going to? Because fuck no. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no. Not too much longer till we arrive. Heimdallr is the capital, which means it's the home of the reigning emperor, His Majesty Eugent Race Arize Arner III. Even children know that. We need useful local knowledge, not a recitation of a travel brochure. You know, that is true. Well, Heimdallr is divided into 60 bay districts. Each one's about as large as a whole town in any of the Empire's provinces. All in all, the city's population hovers around 800,000 people. I can hardly imagine that many people in one place. One of the continent's largest cities. Indeed. Crossbell is known for being a thriving center of trade, but its population is only about 500,000. Meanwhile, to the south, Liberal's capital has about 300,000. Republic's capital's pretty big, too. I don't think it's quite as big as Heimdallr. What? I was just wondering what kinds of tasks we may be asked to do in such an expansive city. Can hardly hazard a guess. Well, we don't know who our point of contact is or where we're going to be staying. Who knows? Maybe we'll end up staying in Elliot or Machias' home. I doubt it. My house isn't big enough to put us all up. Machias' dad's the governor. I think that's even less likely. Dad spends most of his time in official residence, so I doubt anyone's going to be at our family's place. Instructor Sarah said there'd be a guide of some sort at the station, though she didn't mention who. That's the instructor for you. She probably doesn't even know. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a game of Blade. My favorite part of the entire Let's Play. There's no conflict. It's just a game. What am I talking about? I will beat you to death. Fine then. Fine then, child. 4. Blade. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. I'm not even tired. I guess I'm tired. Maybe. I don't know. I'm pumped and primed and ready to go, so I don't know why. 5. Borto. Mirror. 20. Mirror. Ha! You're done. I win again. Yet another time for you to experience failure. Laura, you're next. She said Yugi. That's a Bakugan reference. Well. This is kind of getting pretty epic. This is quite the clash. This was the dumbest game I've ever played. What? Ladies and gentlemen, we just did some fucking clashing shit. Just over and over again. That was... What? All right, Machias. I knew I had to make sure to get rid of my special cards before the end because they kill you if you don't have like a number card at the end. At least I believe that's how the rules work. Regardless, we're up first. Alright, we had him waste his bolt. That's good. Shit. Mirror it. Wow, he had nothing else. 3 twos. Oh my god. Okay. Well, last one. Oh, this bitch. Oh god. Damn it. Yeah, I want a better fucking draw here. Oh, that's still pretty fucking bad. Oh my god. I keep drawing into bolts. I lost. Unfortunately, she just kind of ruined my life. Tragic. It's okay. She has no rights. Stop talking. I refuse to talk to my other people. I'm like, this script's too long. I will do anything to cut it down. Looks like we're almost there. Doesn't feel as though our train ride was all that long. Heimdall is just a stone's throw west of Trista. Well, we could have just gone back to Trista at night. Oh, yeah, yes, that's true, but plenty of people commute to work in the capital every day. Oh yeah, you're the one who helped us. You're one of the Blood and Iron Chancellor's like assistants. It is his dad.
士官学院7組の職。
My apologies for the location. Would have preferred to brief you in City Hall. But I'm regrettably short on time, so I'd ask the captain for us to lend us this room. Anyway, let's move on to confirming your assignments and lodgings. Hold on. How did you, of all people, end up being the one to sort out our lodgings? Seems a little too convenient. Yeah, now you mention it. You wouldn't mind us asking, how'd you wind up as our point of contact? My apologies, I probably should have explained a little bit. It's actually very simple. I'm here because I sit on Thor Military's Academy Board of Directors like literally every other character you meet. First Juice's brother, then Elise's mother. Basically, everyone in Class 7 knows somebody on this board of directors. It stretches the bounds of imagination to believe the Academy's choice of directors is this video game-esque, or this plot-esque. I can assure you the three of us didn't arrange it for it to be that way. Fuck you. He's like, what? Falcom did that, not me. If anything, I was unsure what to do when offered. I don't even think this is a bad thing. I think it's funny. I'm afraid that's not my place to say, but whatever the case may be, I'm the third and final member. Oh, okay. I was about to say, if we get one more, I'm just gonna fucking shit my pants. And that's why I'm the one who's prepared your field study task. Okay, sure, whatever, dude. It's all starting to make sense now. Thanks for clearing that up, sir. Anyway, back to what you were saying. Yes, I'm sure on time, so I'm afraid I'll have to keep this brief. Your field study will take place over 3 days. This is the first. As such, your third day will coincide with the start of the summer festival. Each group will be assigned half the city and tend to a list of needs I've drawn up for you. So one group takes the eastern half, the other the west. The city's big enough that it looks like we'll be working apart even though we're in the same place. Indeed, I'm sure you'd see for yourself how vast Heimdallr is. If both groups were to rove around the entire city, you'd have trouble getting anything done. As such, I've broken it down so all of Group A's tasks will be in the east of Vainkur Street, while Group B will be focused west. Must be an important street. I believe Vainkur Street is the main. Is it Vainkur? Vainquare? That's it. Vainkur Street is the main thoroughfare that runs through the city, leading to the Imperial Palace. That's the one. As soon as we leave the station, you'll see it stretching out to the north. Hardly a precise division, but the purpose of this field study, I'm sure, will be more than sufficient. I'd like each group to take one of these envelopes. The envelope looks just like the ones we usually get. What about the address and the key? Alta Street, 43221. Okay. That's around where my family lives. Really? Yeah, can't say the address brings any particular place to mind, though. Seem to remember Vesta Street being a main street on the west side. It's a fairly lively working-class neighborhood. Are these? That's right, the address is the place you'll be staying while you're here, along with their keys. Both groups will be staying in different places, so I just suggest tracking down your lodgings before you start working. Think of it as a small orienteering exercise, help you get a better feel for the city. Ah, my apologies. I'm afraid I'll have to take my leave. Dad, preparation for the summer festival has me running from place to place, as you can imagine. Wish I could stay and chat longer, but that's life in politics. Oh, and one more thing. Communications functionality of your Arcus has been enabled. Good luck. I'm not sure what to make of it all. Since he's the governor, I was expecting him to seem a lot more strict, but he's more playful. I feel ashamed you had to see that. He's always been like that, I'm afraid. What, cool? I like this dude. At least he managed to fulfill his responsibilities. Actually, I've heard he's extremely good. Coming from the background he does, he's friendly and down to earth, but people say he's a born leader too. The Imperial Chronicle always paints him in a favorable light. Here he butts heads with the noble faction far less than his fellow reformist Chancellor Osborne. In politics, a friendly demeanor can just as easily be an act to sway the popular sentiment. After all, there are many who can waltz in and borrow meeting space from the RMP. Well, the capital is the nexus and heart of the nation's entire railway network. As such, the Railway Military Police finds itself indebted daily to Governor Regent's good graces. This was just an opportunity for us to return the favor, at least a little. Come on. Well, thank you for allowing us to use it. We need to get our field study underway, so we're leaving. Alright. If you follow me, I'll escort you to the exit. The size of this city never ceases to amaze me. Way too many people. It only starts to sink in that I'm in the capital after I see an orbital tram zipping along. Is that what those little train vehicles are? Never had an opportunity to ride one, but I believe they're used to ferry people around the city more easily. Yeah, they're the main form of public transport. They link all of 16 of the capital's main districts. There's something of an icon here. Their fare is pretty cheap, too. Lots of people use them so often that they just buy a yearly pass. All that, and so many orbital cars on the roads. Is that a building in the distance? That would be Valflame Palace, residence of His Majesty the Emperor. Although, from what I understand, Osborne's imperial government is also situated within. And that's the case. I'll be leaving. Wish you the best of luck. Thanks for taking the time to see us off. She doesn't seem like an army officer, does she? Indeed, the Railway Military Police are known as one of the Imperial Army's most elite divisions. Not to mention the branches most despised by the aristocracy. A province has a railway, you can visually guarantee they'll use it as an excuse to meddle in its security affairs. I've rarely seen them in Legram. Though judging by their actions during our encounter in the nature park, they did seem exceptionally well trained. Yeah, even with the same number of soldiers, they had no trouble rolling right over the provincial army. On top of that, the captain is so elegant and pretty. She even looks good in a uniform. Some people have all the luck. She has everything Sarah isn't. You could say that again. Though it seems like those two, or the little history between them. You know, it's like Sarah's just crying while drinking somewhere. We got a long 3 days ahead of us. Let's do this. This eastbound orbital tram will be departing momentarily. I haven't been to the capital in a long time, but I'm always surprised at just how big this street is. The view is nothing special to those who lived here all their lives, but I suppose seeing all the cars and trams must be a real sight. Indeed, even those in my home province, people are depending less and less on horse-drawn carriages. Never seen so many orbital cars in one place before. Well, even here, carriages were the standard until around 20 years ago. But these days, they seem kind of quaint. The Republic's capital has a lot of cars, too. Just like this. After that, Crossbell probably has the most. Huh. Did a lot of traveling for someone your age. I guess when you're in a... Yep, Jaeger work takes you places. Anyway, what's Alta Street like? That's where we're staying while we're here, right? Isn't that where your house is? Yeah, it's a pretty calm street. Ah, we should be taking her right here. I don't really find myself near Alta Street all that often. Looks like you live in a nice part of the city, though. You think? Anyway, we should start looking for where our lodgings are. Oh yeah, Elliot? You live around here, right? Why don't you drop by your house? That seems like the natural thing to do. I mean, you're here? Well, it's really near here, but still. Doubt my dad will be in. Not sure if my sis will either. I think you mentioned having an older sister. All the more reason to pay a visit. Alright. 2-story place with all the flowers over there. Don't know if anyone's home, but we can check. It's been so long since I was last here, I feel a bit nervous. Don't worry about it. It feels like it's been ages. Looks just like Elliot, only, you know, a girl with different eyes. Elliot? An embrace. Whoa. I didn't think I'd be able to see you again so soon. Please, not in front of the classmates. Fiona, Craig. I hear you've been saving my brother's skin at school. So glad to finally meet everyone. Elliot's the one doing the saving most of the time. Indeed, we're lying. Yep, we are. Absolutely. You must be Reen, Laura, Machias, and Fee? Now I can see what you meant when you wrote that you made some interesting friends. You're not teaching any piano classes today? As it so happens, I have the day off. And none of the children have come by either, so you picked a good time to visit. Oh, you teach piano here at home? Elliot's in the wind orchestra at the academy, too. Is everyone in the family a musician? Well, almost. My dad's not really the musical type. Couldn't carry a tune in a wheelbarrow. I'd love the chance to go to a concert as a family once in a while. But he's so busy with work that he rarely has the chance to come home and see us. What's your dad do? Did you not tell him? Now that you mention it, I don't recall you ever saying. Is it a secret? No. He's in the army. Oh. Yeah, probably no way you'd guess looking at me. I don't really inherit the physique. You got a point. Man, last name Craig in the army? That sounds familiar. Wait. Your father wouldn't have to be Olaf Craig, would he? The Olaf Craig? Lieutenant General of the Armed Forces? That's our dad, alright. I think I've heard of him. Many consider him the most formidable general in the army. And he's known more widely around the Empire simply as... I'm sorry. I crumbled hard at... It's the legendary Craig the Red. I don't know why that's hilarious to me. You know what? This is why it's hilarious. To put it in a bit more context here. Trails in the sky. Like, We got the fucking... I don't even remember the specific word, but they're like, you ain't gonna believe this shit, folks. We got fucking what? Cassius Bright. He's like the immovable blade or the divine blade of the military. He is a legend in Erebonia. This is Craig the Red. It's so fucking... Oh, man. Oh my god, this scene's dead. There's nothing for me to pay attention to anymore. Because the Craig the Red. Okay, now, some may say that's not fair, KZ. It's not that bad. I'm just saying Erebonia might kind of suck, guys. That, or they don't have a lot of special people. They got the Blood and Iron Chancellor. Now, that's a good fucking name. That's a name that feels on brand next to the hyped up names that I've seen in Libero. But Craig the Red. They may show me Craig. And he may, Olaf Craig may look fucking cool. And, man, he's still gonna be Craig the Red, though. You want to know how you could have made that better? Craig the Crimson. Now that would have been cool. That would have... You wouldn't have shitted and farted and tripped over yourself if that would have been solid. Craig the Red. God. Craig the Red's gonna show up and do the coolest shit on Earth. And then I'll be sorry, but I won't, because I'll be like, that's Craig the Red! Ah! Green handed the memo with the address of their lodgings to Fiona. I think I know where this is. Isn't this where the old Bracer Guild used to be? Oh, a guild branch. You sure? Yeah, an old friend of mine used to work there. Though we've been out of touch for a while. Huh, had no idea. Still, baffled as to why my father would choose to put us up in an old guild house. Well, we should at least go for a look, and I mean, it makes sense. 70% of the gameplay loop in this is just Bracer Guild shit, so, like, you might as well fucking stay there. Well, it wouldn't be any trouble. I'm not gonna turn down a home cook. It would be like a sandwich. A good sandwich. Chew it. I'll be sure to treat you to the very best. Make sure you get plenty done. Thanks for watching. These videos would not be possible if not for the generous support of my patrons over on Patreon. You're seeing their names go across the screen right now. But beyond them, I also want to give special shout outs to my higher tiered supporters, and I'm going to do so now. First up, we have the Wayfinder tier, which includes Azure Counselor, Dronic LX, Javier Porksword, Losky 3, Matthew Cassidy, Mr. I Like Bacon, Nuclear TLoH. That's my best shot, I'm sorry. And the Dungeon Master. Thank you so much to the Wayfinders, but standing even above them, the most hardcore of my supporters, the organization, includes Colleen Suarez, KC, Lady Popcorn, and WTF Spider-Man. Thank you so much to everyone who chooses to support over at patreon.com/KZXcellent. Consider supporting so that I can continue to do the things. I'm sure there's like stuff on the screen now that's like, look at this, click on that, do stuff. I'm leaving. I gotta go. I don't know how to run this show. Bye-bye.